Because of a Woman, a Novel, Part 1, by Chiara Delon, narrated by Derek Lynn. Chapter 1, The Bridge Incident. No way! I don't want anyone to see or save me when I jump off this bridge into the river, Chloe Kim thought to herself, as a chilly night breeze dried the remaining tears on her cheeks. She stared out over the side of the desolate 59th Street Bridge into the pitch-black emptiness of the fast-flowing waters of the East River, and then contemplated about the eye-level Roosevelt Island tram steadily heading away from her and towards Manhattan, like a firefly in the night. Then a course of action formed in her nimble mind. She decided to walk further towards the Queensboro side of the early 20th century cantilever bridge, find a secluded spot behind a beam, climb the metal mesh wire fence installed along the side of the bridge, and then jump off the bridge into the East River in order to kill herself. Chloe immediately turned to face eastwards on the long, narrow pedestrian walkway of the bridge and began briskly walking to fulfill the ad hoc destiny which she had just decided on. Her 4.7-inch heel, black patent leather Christian Louboutin Socate pumps clacked distinctively on the pavement, the sounds of which echoed up and down the walkway amid the 2 a.m. din of the odd car or delivery truck passing along the bridge. As she approached the center of the narrow Roosevelt Island itself, she looked and calculated that she would have to walk an additional 800 feet in order to get to where she wanted to make the jump. Chloe had started her unplanned nocturnal stroll in her 4.7-inch tall Louboutin high-heel stiletto pumps at the Manhattan Tramway Plaza, located at East 59th Street and 2nd Avenue in Manhattan, meaning that she had already walked at least half a mile by this point. For most ordinary people, walking farther than one New York City block, about 264 feet, in such difficult and uncomfortable to wear, although aesthetically pleasing, footwear, would necessitate a cessation of such a strenuous and physically demanding activity. But not for Chloe Kim. For the many years of ballet lessons and field hockey games she had taken and played in her youth, along with all the regular yoga and jogging she did as an adult due to her constant obsession with physical fitness for maintaining her appealing hourglass figure, she routinely deflected the numerous compliments from other envious women by saying she had been simply gifted such a desirable body shape from the heavens, though she also carefully concealed her pleasure from feeling superior due to this valuable asset, along with her other ones, meant that she could withstand the pain in her toes and gracefully move about as though she were an acrobat on a steel cable tightrope. As Chloe reached the spot on the bridge halfway between Roosevelt Island and Long Island City, Queens, she unbuttoned her beige knee-length double-breasted lapel collar overcoat and tugged at the red cocktail dress with a sweetheart neckline she was wearing underneath it, in order to loosen it somewhat. She stopped and turned to assess this spot on the bridge, and to see if there was anyone around or not. There was nobody there. The lighting from the bridge and the moon in the night sky, which was about 75% illuminated, was sufficient enough for her to do her work. So, Chloe determined this particular location met the minimum standards for what she wanted to do. She then touched her light brunette hair in a French twist for a moment, but decided to leave it like that, for she reasoned that it would just get in her way if she let it down. But what to do about the Christian Louboutin Socate high-heel stiletto pumps, she thought to herself, before deciding to take them off and to leave them there on the bridge for whoever might want them. The thought of not needing those high heels or any other things in the afterlife made her pause for a moment. She threw the black Chanel 2.55 flap bag, which she had been carrying in her left hand, down on the ground, and used her left hand to hold up and examine the custom-made 18-karat gold and pearl rosary necklace around her neck. Committing suicide was a sin, but she decided that it was her choice to make, and so she let the necklace back down on her neck. Chloe carefully set the open half-full 750-milliliter bottle of Moet Imperial champagne, which she had been carrying in her right hand, down on the ground, and then took her high heels off. As she placed the soles of her size 9 U.S. women's shoe size, 10 inches in length, feet on the ground, she immediately felt the shock of the coldness from the chilled concrete pavement penetrating through the thin, semi-opaque skin-tone Wolford tights she was wearing on her long-toned and slender legs. This unpleasant cold shock and a subsequent chilly 43-degree Fahrenheit crosswind on the bridge caused her to immediately shiver and to cross her arms together for warmth. Then a sudden unexpected pang of fear hit her regarding what she was about to do, for she felt very mortal at that moment. She began crying again, the tears running down both of her cheeks and carving additional thin paths through her blush and foundation makeup on her smooth, creamy white skin, which she had also obsessively taken good care of, though her waterproof eyeliner and mascara were holding up quite well. She thought about how unfair her life had been, and pitied herself for her miserable situation. But after a few minutes of that, another familiar kind of thought in her mind emerged, and it fiercely told her to suck it up and to get on with it. And so she decided to get some courage for what she intended to do by drinking the rest of the champagne. It took her about 2 minutes, but the rest of the expensive champagne went down smoothly enough, and she was satisfied at how it helped with the coldness in her feet and legs from having removed her heels. Feeling encouraged now, Chloe dropped the champagne bottle onto the ground, went to and got on the lower rung of the 5-foot-high rail installed in front of the 8-foot-tall mesh metal wire fence, and used her hands and feet to climb it to prepare to jump off the bridge. "Hey, lady, what are you doing up there? Are you all right?" A male working-class accented voice coming from the side of her boomed. End of audiobook sample. This crime thriller novel is available on Amazon as an ebook and in paperback. Also, check out Chiara Delon's author page and her YouTube channel for more related bonus content, such as her dancing video. Please see the links in the description. Thank you.